Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, we have 3 case reviews here for Poetic Cases for the iPhone 11 Pro. Now, big shout out to Poetic for sending these out free for review. So this first one here is called the Poetic Guardian iPhone 11 Pro Black Clear. So we will take a look at what that means right now. So let's put these off to the side and see what they have sent out. So we'll take everything out of the box here, make sure it's all out. Yes, it is. Set that off to the side. And what do we have here? Installation guide. So there is a guide with this, which is kind of interesting. And they just want us to share the case. So let's open this up and see. It does have a shimmery kind of metallic paint on the sides here. It's kind of a grayish blue. And then on the back here, you've got open look to it. So I'm going to pull the sides here. These usually destroy my fingers from doing them so many times for reviews. But let's pull this open and look. So here is the inside. It does have a built-in screen protector on it. Now it is plastic, it's not glass or anything. And then the inside here looks pretty run-of-the-mill. The sides of it feel a little bit squishy, which is kind of nice because it will provide a good grip once your phone is inside of it. And then on the sides here, you guys can see kind of some air pockets, which is probably good, you know, for drops and stuff. So let's take the iPhone 11 Pro and stick it in here and see how it does. Now, if memory serves me right, it's always best to do this first. So button side first here, stick this right in. Wow, that fits very snugly, but we'll just stick it on like this, get that bottom piece in there, and there we go. So this is definitely a case for someone that needs more of a rugged case that can protect against falls, because this thing has you covered, literally. The port down here is actually completely sealed up until you need it. Then you can just pull it down like this. I do like to see that on the rugged cases because it adds a little layer of protection against dust, sand, water, whatever you're out and about dealing with. Down here, you've got your cutouts. They look great. On the side, you actually have a flap for your mute switch, which is awesome to see. Again, attention to detail is something I like to see on these cases. Right here, you got volume up, volume down. Top has nothing. And then the side has a power button with a little icon on it there, looking pretty cool. Buttons all feel great. No issues at all with those. Screen itself actually looks really good, even though it is through one of these plastic screen protectors. In some cases, they can kind of distort the screen a little, but this one actually looks really good. Feeling of the case overall feels very grippy. I do like the sides here that they are raised because that is definitely going to help against impacts, because most of the time your phone is going to land like this. Of course, you can drop your phone on its face and this lip should protect it. And the back looks really cool because you guys can see straight through it, and you can tell that it is an Apple product. So overall, this is probably one of my favorite rugged cases that I've tried so far this year. Let's see what's in these other boxes here before I jump to conclusions. All right, so next up here, we have the Poetic Revolution iPhone 11s 5.8-inch black. I'm assuming they made this before they really knew the naming, but this should fit just fine. So here is the packaging for that one. Nothing else in the box. Toss that to the side. And let's see here. We've got Kickstand use guide, which should help us with using the kickstand, and then the installation guide for the rest of the case. So we can set that to the side. We should be able to figure this out. I've done enough case reviews in my time. All right, so nothing else in the bag here. We can set that to the side. And here is the case itself. And I can already tell this is gonna be a pretty cool one. So inside they did put a little bit of packing, but on the back here, you do have a kickstand with a Poetic logo and branding. This one is completely blacked out, as you guys can see, and kind of gives more of a subdued vibe coming off of it. So let's go ahead and open this up, take a look at what's inside. And there we go. So we've got this separated. It does have a little piece of plastic I'll have to take off. And here is the interior, which I always like to look. It says drop protection, military standard. And they actually did put a decent amount of engineering into this, not only with the air bubbles on the side, but with this in the center here, like stamping this and everything. Very nice look, and it does look rugged with these fake screws, but enough with the looks. Let's take off this screen protector here. And this one also has one of the built-in protectors. So let's grab the iPhone 11 Pro, see how it looks. So iPhone 11 Pro in hand, put it in button side first, snap it in, feels good. And let's stick this on. Actually, let's do it button side first, because we are not dummies. We know what we're doing here. Button side first. I should probably pull this out a little bit. That's what she said. There we have it. I did get a little dust in there, which obviously if I was doing this for real, I would have paid more attention to, but here is the kickstand itself, and it snaps right into place like so. Got a little bit of give to it, which is kind of nice. You can set it up like this, or you can set it up like this. Either way works. It's actually relatively sturdy here. I'm surprised. This is probably one of the sturdiest kickstands that I've used on a phone, so definitely big props to that. Let's see how easy it is to put it away. So you kind of just got to push it over those humps, unless there's another way to do it, which I didn't read on the instructions. But overall, kickstand feature is a go. The back of this looks really cool and rugged. The front of it looks good as well. As you guys can see, a massive amount of protection here. Slamboy approved. You guys can easily, set this thing down and not really have to worry about it, because not only does it have the raised lip, but it's got that screen protector on it as well, which appears to be just as good quality as the one on the other. The ports, volume switch, of course, has this little flap, which is awesome. Volume up, volume down. On the bottom here, you've got 2 cutouts for your speaker and mic, and also a port with a flap for your lightning connector. Side, you've got your button for your power. Feels great, no issues there. Top, it's got nothing. As you guys can see from the design aesthetic, they do have these air pockets up here in the corners, which again will help you if you do drop your phone. Those should absorb most of the impact first. Do I recommend this case? Absolutely. If you need a rugged case, this thing is solid. All right, and last but not least here, we have the Poetic Affinity iPhone 11 Pro 5.8-inch clear black new. So let's take a look at this case and see what we've got. So in the box, nothing else. Set that to the side. And here we've got a little bit of a card from Poetic, and that's pretty much it. No instructions for this one, so hopefully it's a little bit easier to install and take off than the others. Got a little bit of plastic here. Take that off. And here is this case. Now this case does not have the front portion. So if you're looking for that, the other cases provide that. This one does not. This one is more of a traditional case that you guys would probably pick up from the store. Now this one, of course, has those little air pockets all the way around the side, just like the others. No flaps for the ports at all. And on the back here, you do have this kind of cool, slightly frosted, slightly honeycomb design. Looks pretty cool. So let's grab the iPhone 11 Pro as always. Button side first, put that in. And this one goes on very easily, just like a traditional case. And wow, that looks pretty cool. If you think that the iPhone is just too bland, this thing will definitely spice it up. Minimal branding down here, just says Poetic. And again, this is matte. This is kind of a honeycomb. And then the middle is kind of a glossy. Now on the front, you do have a little bit of razivity. So if you do set it down, shouldn't have to worry too much there. The corners, as you guys can see, definitely jut out a little bit. So if you drop it, it should protect. On the sides here, you've got perfect cutouts here. Buttons feel great. Of course, no issues there. Fully cut out, power button, just like the other cases. Definitely a well-built case. Has a nice feel to it. So if you're looking just for a general everyday case, this is definitely one to check out. It looks pretty cool. So those were 3 different cases by Poetic for you guys to check out. If you want to check any of them out, links will be down below in the description. That's all I got for this one, guys. If you liked it, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.